to One More Round with Dinah Nisus, the only short-form late-night comedy show hosted by a drag queen. I'm your host, Dinah. Tonight we're going to talk about a drag queen setting new records, what gay men in Florida are up to, and finally, we find out what Donald Trump's drag name is. Now, it's time for our first round, so let's belly up to the bar. That's right, it's time to roast the news. A same-sex penguin couple becomes a viral sensation after adopting an abandoned egg, which is reportedly the least expensive same-sex adoption in history. A church accidentally prints the pride flag colors on a bulletin and sparks community debate. The debate was whether or not God sent the pride flag to Moses to promise he'd never flood the earth again. A man proposes to his boyfriend during a live TV broadcast and surprises the entire studio audience. The surprise was that a gay man was looking for commitment. A pride parade was rerouted after an unexpected herd of cows blocked Main Street. See, this is what happens when cowboys stay closeted and have to retreat to a mountaintop to fuck. A local library's drag story hour draws record attendance and national attention. Unfortunately, the attendance is mainly attributed to the drag queen's security detail and the protesters outside. A drag performer broke the record for the longest lip-sync marathon. It's reported the drag queen was the girl that just went right before you and now there's no tips left. A gay hiking group grows into the largest outdoor fitness club in their region. But even though they say they're hiking, we all know the workout isn't coming from the walking. A bear broke into a car and got stuck after eating the snacks inside. And this whole time I thought Winnie the Pooh was fictional. A man attempted to pay for groceries with a bag of pennies and loose screws. The only reason this is a problem is that, because of inflation, he should have used nickels and bolts. A driver crashed into a building while trying to swat a bee inside his car. I just hope Mr. Bean is okay. A recent police chase ended with when the suspect stopped to pet a random dog. In other words, bad boy stopped by good boy. A gay couple recreates famous movie scenes for their wedding photos and goes viral. Unfortunately, they annulled the marriage when they couldn't decide who got to play Julia Roberts in the Pretty Woman Pearl scene. And next, out of all the states, there's one that stands out as the queen of wild and absurd headlines. It's Florida. And I know, and almost every weird headline can be attributed to straight man. So we wondered what these headlines would look like if they got a little yassified, where chaos meets charisma and the Sunshine State gets a little extra shade. For our next round, it's time for Gay Florida Man. Regular Florida man is accused of using a taco as a weapon in a domestic dispute. Gay Florida man is accused of weaponizing his quick wit and cunty glares in a domestic dispute. Regular Florida man steals a crossbow by stuffing it down his pants. Gay Florida man steals your boyfriend by stuffing him down his pants. Regular Florida man calls the police on his roommate after stealing his marijuana. Gay Florida man calls the police on his roommate for, stealing his poppers. Regular Florida man poses as a doctor and gives medical advice with no training. Gay Florida man poses as a doctor and checks all of his patients' prostates. Regular Florida man attacks his neighbor with a banana. Gay Florida man attacks his neighbor with a banana hammock. It's like a slingshot, Regular Florida man breaks into a house and before leaving makes a sandwich. Gay Florida man breaks into a house and before leaving makes a steak tartare and a really mean dry martini. Regular Florida man uses a flamethrower to light his barbecue and accidentally sets his whole yard on fire. Gay Florida man uses a flamethrower to light his barbecue, and afterwards he puts it up to his mouth like a microphone and sings, "This yard is on fire!" Regular Florida man is arrested for screaming at a mailbox. Gay Florida man is arrested for belting the end of Defying Gravity at a mailbox. Regular Florida man tries to trade his baby for beer and cash. Gay Florida man tries to trade his lapdog for GHB and a sugar daddy. You know, why steal the milk when you can take the whole cow, right? Regular Florida man crashes into a bank, strips naked, and dances on the counter. Gay Florida man crashes into a Nordstrom rack, strips naked, and dances on the counter in a pair of size 12 Manila Blahniks. Regular Florida man is arrested after licking a doorbell for 3 hours. Gay Florida man is arrested after licking an undercover cop's nuts for $300. And finally, every drag queen labors over their drag name. It's a part of our identity. Here at One More Round, we'd like to give some suggestions in case any of these public figures decide to take the spotlight. It's time for, please welcome to the stage, MAGA Draga Edition. So first, we have Mark Wayne Mullins, who is likely to replace Kristi Noem as the Secretary of Homeland Security. Before he worked in the government, he was an MMA fighter. He once challenged the head of a union to fight during a Senate hearing. Please welcome to the stage, Kesha, a me outside. South Carolina State Senator Lindsey Graham. That's our next, person up to bat. He's fruitier than a Southern ambrosia salad in June, and has been reported to frequently disagree with Trump privately, but defend him vehemently in public. Please welcome to the stage, Brenda Verentake. Next we have Vice President J.D. Vance. He's profited off the elegy of his silly hillbilliness, and he looks like an angry Gerber baby wearing eyeliner and a fake beard. Please welcome to the stage, Sophia the Couchfucker. not that intelligent, but I like it. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon. Here we go. She blocked funding for schools that allow students to use their appropriately gendered bathrooms. Her degree is not in education, as she previously claimed. It's actually in French, so I've got a little French lesson for you. So if she remembers any French she learned, please welcome to the stage, les incompetents, which translation means the incompetent ones. Next we have Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy. He's the only person with an office job that works out in Levi blue jeans. He's also the most famous brain worm enthusiast. Please welcome to the stage, Cara de Cuero. And if you know Spanish, that's Spanish for Leatherface. Next we have Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth. He's an aggressive, trigger-happy alcoholic who enacted the trans ban in the military. Please welcome to the stage, Natty Light O'Hara. Next we have Attorney General Pam Bondi. She made a name for herself as a defense lawyer for Trump during his impeachment trials. She also ignored the Epstein survivors during her recent House oversight hearing. Please welcome to the stage, Shahidi Defiles. Next we have Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick. He lied about meeting with his neighbor, Jeffrey Epstein. Even worse, he brought his kids on Epstein's boat to meet with him for dinner. Please welcome to the stage, Vera R. DeKids. Yikes. They were all accounted for, I promise. Next we have Texas Senator Ted Cruz. He has a weird beard and an even weirder face, and famously, nobody likes him. Please welcome to the stage, Fish Face McGillicuddy. Oh, again, not a smart one, but one that really felt good. And lastly, speaking of feeling good, this is, I guess the president of the United States, Donald Trump. He's been awarded the worst presidential approval rating in nearly 20 years, and the only women who have had sex with him were either forced to or coerced to, allegedly. Please welcome to the stage, Yada Resign. Cool, we'll take moves instead of laughs. That's a good one. All right, bitches, it's time to close out your tab. Thanks for joining me tonight. I'm Dinah. This has been one more round with Dionysus. If you like what you see, show your support by hitting the like and subscribe buttons and sharing this episode with someone who owes you a drink. Have a great weekend. Cheers.